In today's video, we're going to be talking about inflation and how it could affect silver and gold, what to look out for when it comes to prices going up, and what could take place to make inflation even worse. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I wanted to talk about silver and also a little bit of gold, but I mainly wanted to talk about inflation because inflation is on the way and there are some really important factors that we all need to be paying attention to right now. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. We got the brand new Lone Wolf collection out now. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today is Tuesday, August 24th, 2021. The current spot price of silver as I'm filming the video is $23.90. Another green day for silver, up 27 cents, up 1.14%. The spot price of gold as I'm recording the video is $1,806 even, up 50 cents, up 0.03%. A mild green day for gold. And of course the gold to silver ratio is currently in the 75 to 76 to 1 range. Of course that's as I'm filming the video, not as I'm editing, posting, or as you're watching it, so head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. But today I wanted to talk about inflation. Today I wanted to talk about the currency getting weaker. Today I wanted to talk about the money getting stronger. Now, I'm actually going to be breaking this video up into 3 separate parts. The first part is going to be the quickest, and I'm just going to briefly run through money, silver and gold, strengthening as our dollar bill, our currency, breaks down and becomes more and more fragile over an extended period of time. That's something that I talk about quite a bit. I'm going to mention it and reiterate just for context for the video. And then we're going to be on to part 2. Part 2 is going to be something that we should really be paying attention to because there could absolutely be blatant obvious inflation, prices going up right in front of your eyes, waving red flags, and you wouldn't even notice. I'm going to be pointing something else out for that, something that we all should pay attention to. And then, of course, third, I want to talk about something that could happen, something that I don't believe is going to happen, but it could happen, it could take place right here, which could make inflation a whole lot worse. So part 1, let's talk about silver and gold getting stronger as our currency gets weaker. This is something that we've seen time and time again. This is something that just ever since the creation of the dollar bill, it's lost purchasing power. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. It's currency. It's not real. It's not backed by anything. It used to be backed by gold. It used to be. But we were taken off the gold standard. And ever since then, the dollar bill has really been on a downtrend. Especially with all of the printing that they do every day, every week, every month, every year, every decade. The dollar bill continues to lose purchasing power. But what's cool about silver and gold is you can't just press a button and print more of it. Silver and gold are not printable. Silver and gold are not currency. They're not fiat. They're not fake, man-made invention, glorified IOU debt note dollar bills. The dollar bill, initially being an IOU, what did it mean that it owed you? Usually meant that it owed you silver or gold. So the dollar bill was basically an IOU precious metal note, which is actually pretty interesting. And as the dollar bill continues to get weaker, as it continues to break down, something that we've seen time and time again is that the precious metals, the real true honest money, historically, biblically, constitutionally, internationally recognized as money, gets stronger and stronger and stronger. Except the funny part is, it doesn't really get stronger, it actually stays the same. It just appears to be getting stronger because the dollar bill gets weaker. If we see spot price go up, did it really go up? Or did the dollar bill go down? So silver and gold, they can really appreciate in value a couple of different ways, and the two main ways would be obviously supply and demand. If there's less silver and gold going around, people are going to be willing to pay more for it. So it can go up that way, but it can also go up or appear to go up. It's almost like a mirror image, like a reflection. If the dollar bill starts to sink, silver and gold start to go up. That's just what we see, which is why a lot of people take their dollar bills, which they know are getting weaker and breaking down and becoming more brittle and fragile over time, and putting them into something that stand a far better chance of holding their value, storing value, and preserving wealth for the long term. Moving away from that, let's talk about the second portion of the video. Now, this one isn't going to have very much to do with precious metals, but the third part of the video absolutely will. Today, I wanted to quickly mention that inflation is kind of here. I know a lot of people get bent out of shape when I say that. I say inflation is on the way, and people always respond by saying inflation's always here. Yes, it's here, but I don't think we've even scratched the surface just yet. I think we have quite a ways to go. I don't think the dollar bill is done taking punishment from everything that happened last year. I don't think we've even started to see the ramifications just yet. Of course, the prices on certain things have gone up a little bit, but if you ask me, I think it's right around the corner. I think it's going to get a whole lot worse when it comes to the dollar bill. Not to sound like a fearmongerer, that's just my honest opinion. But something that's happening right now, right in front of your eyes, right in front of my eyes, that many of us don't even think about. Of course we know the prices of certain things are going up. But did you know inflation could mean that the prices of everything stay the same, except you get less of what you were getting before? See, if you were to go to the store, and let's just say you were to buy a jar of peanut butter for, I don't know, let's just say $3. Seems like a solid number to work with. $3 for a jar of peanut butter, and let's just say you were getting, I don't know, 40 ounces of peanut butter in the jar for $3. And the next time you go to the store, you get that same jar of peanut butter, once again for $3. But something you didn't notice is it's no longer 40 ounces. Now it's 38 ounces. And I'm just playing with numbers over here. But I have something right next to me that I'm going to show you on screen. And this is something that I think a lot of people may have heard about. A lot of people might have actually noticed in the past. But let me just show you. I have a jar of peanut butter in my hand. You see this on the bottom right here? You see how it has that curve? You see that concave right there? That never used to be there a while ago. This was a variety of different companies' ways of giving you a little bit less. See, this used to be flat right here. It used to be flat across. See that curve right there? I don't know if you could see it on screen, but you know what I'm talking about. That used to be flat. By putting that little concave in the jar on the bottom, that curve means they're giving you a little bit less. And that's why a lot of jars of peanut butter and a lot of like juices you get at the store, they have these little weird ridges in there. It's their way of giving you a little bit less. And the same thing goes for boxes of cereal, which I don't have and I can't show you at the moment. But the length, the width, and the height of each box of cereal might appear to be exactly the same. Maybe the length and the height stay the same, but the width gets reduced just a little bit, but the price stays the same. So you're paying the same amount, but you're getting less in return. That's one way inflation is disguised. So I know a lot of people have been nervous going to the grocery store every week. I know a lot of people have been talking about how the prices of, let's just say, milk or eggs or something else has gone up a little bit. Pay attention to the things that haven't gone up in price. They might have actually gone down in how much they're actually giving you. So it's the price going up without you being able to tell that the price is going up. I just want to throw that in there because it's something important that we all need to pay attention to. Moving away from part 2, let's now talk about the third and final part of the video. I want to talk about something that could potentially happen right here in America, or anywhere else for that matter. Something that I personally do not believe is going to happen, but it could. And with everything going on in the world right now, I wouldn't be overly surprised. Again, I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm preparing for it anyway. Another shutdown. Again, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm preparing anyway just in case, because guess what? Who in their right mind can say, oh yeah, we're never going to see a shutdown, not in America? 2020 proved to us that it's possible. Again, I'm personally against fear-mongering. That's not why I'm saying this. I'm saying it for the focal point of the video. And you might be thinking, well, what does a lockdown have to do with the price of things going up? Well, if we were to see another lockdown, guess what people are going to be asking for? All of a sudden, we're going to see all over social media, all over Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, people are going to say, hey, we need a fourth stimulus now. And God forbid, we do see a lockdown. And even more, God forbid, we see a lockdown that lasts an extended period of time. We all saw what happened last year. The second we got that first stimulus, the very next day, everyone started saying, when's the second? We eventually got the second. It took a while, but we got the second. The very next day, people started saying, when's the third? So God forbid we backpedal. God forbid we go back to doing something like that and destroying the economy even more. We know that it's possible because it's already happened. You can't tell me that it won't happen. It could. I don't think it will, again, but it could. And if that were to happen, you already know people are going to start saying, when's the fourth? When's the fifth? When's the sixth? When's the 11th? It's just going to keep going. And if that were to happen, if we got back to printing, especially printing the way we did last year, that's bad news for the dollar bill. Which means you see the price of silver and gold start going up. We might start seeing skinny little tubes of peanut butter. I'm being facetious, but I'm serious. Now, a lot of people might think that that's a good thing. Oh yeah, if the dollar goes down, that means silver and gold goes up. That means I get rich. Rich in what? Dead dollars? A lot of people have this weird mentality that they actually want the economy to be in horrible condition. Trust me, I've been making videos about silver and gold for a little over 3.5 years at this point. You wouldn't believe some of the absurd comments that I've gotten over the years. People hoping and praying with their fingers crossed that the dollar bill collapses so their silver and gold makes them rich. What would it make you rich in? If the dollar bill were to collapse and potentially become obsolete, what would you sell your silver and gold for? What would that even mean? Why would you want a larger amount of even weaker dollar bills? What would that do? If silver went to $1,000 an ounce, can you even imagine what the price of a house would be going for at that point? Or how much it would cost to go grocery shopping? Or how much a friggin' t-shirt would cost? A t-shirt would be probably $45. Probably more. Grocery shopping for one person? Be like $400. Paying rent every month would be like $3,000. Can you imagine a world where the dollar bill got to that point? Can you imagine a world where the dollar bill had taken that much punishment and got that weak? Sure, silver and gold might go up in the process, but the spot price is measured in dollar bills. Those are irrelevant when we're talking about what we're talking about anyway. Wealth preservation and the store of value. That's why I've been saying since the very beginning, I really don't think you can get rich off of silver and gold. If you're looking to get rich, I think there are better ways to do so. I'm not stacking silver and gold to get rich. If you're trying to get rich, Business stocks and real estate would probably be a better option. This is not a cash flow producing asset. This is not an investment. This is not anything like that. This is essentially just a savings account, a physical at-home savings account that I personally believe, in my opinion and from my perspective, I'm not a financial advisor, so what do I know? I could be wrong here. But in my opinion and from my perspective, stands a far better chance of the dollar bill. And I think is arguably one of the best ways of hedging against inflation, inevitable inflation. Inflation's on the way, whether you like it or not. There's nothing in the world you can do to stop inflation. With the way they're printing, with the way they printed last year, I mean, I talk about it all the time, but in the year of 2020, they printed 20% of the currency to ever exist. 20% of all of the currency in the world was created just last year, whether it be physically printed or digitally printed, which is arguably even scarier than physically printing them. But that's a fact. That's the truth. 20% of the currency to ever exist was printed or created just last year in 2020. 1/5 of all of the currency. Just think about that for a second. Do you really think the inflation that we've seen so far, the price of lumber going up, which by the way has come back down, the price of copper going up, which by the way also came back down a little bit, the price of food going up a little tiny bit over the last year, price of houses going up a bit, do you really think that's a reflection of all the damage that was done last year? Again, I don't think we've even scratched the surface. It's something to think about. It's something to pay attention to. It's something to keep your eyes on. And as I always say, keep your head on a swivel. Pay very close attention to everything going on in the world. Pay attention to world news, economic news. Stay away from Fox and CNN. They don't tell you the facts. They tell you their opinions. Even if you have to do a little bit of work on your own, even if you have to do your own digging, if you have to do your own research to figure out the facts, that should 1000% be what you do. You should be doing independent research. You shouldn't just watch my video and assume that I'm correct about everything. You shouldn't just watch whatever news channel you watch or read whatever article pops up first on Google and run with it. No, you should do your own research. You should look into absolutely everything. Listen to different viewpoints. Listen to different perspectives. Dig deeper and look for the facts. Disregard the opinions, look for the facts. Because they can play a key role in what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. Whether you're investing, whether you're stacking, whether you're building a business, whatever it is that you're doing, if you pay attention and do independent research when it comes to world news, for example, everything going on in Afghanistan right now, or economic news when it comes to how much more are they going to be printing, what are they going to be printing for, what's going on with this, what's going on with that, when it comes to unemployment, when it comes to jobs, when it comes to what types of businesses are thriving right now, what types of businesses are suffering right now, what sector of the stock market is taking the most punishment, which one is taking off, which one is overvalued, which one is undervalued, what is the housing market doing. These are all things that you absolutely need to be paying attention to. At this point, it's not even up for debate anymore. You need to be paying attention to all of the different markets. You need to be paying attention to everything, even if you're not affiliated. I say it all the time. Pay attention to the markets that you're not involved in. You don't have to be involved in the markets to pay attention to them. I pay attention to markets that I'm not involved in. I'm not in real estate. I would like to be one day, but I'm currently not in real estate. I've never been in real estate. I still pay attention to the real estate market. It's very, very important, because when one market starts to move before the other markets start to move, it can usually be a little bit of an indicator of what direction everything else is going to start going in. But if you're not paying attention to that one market over there, which just happened to be the first one to move this time around, you might miss out on something. You might get left behind. And that's what it's all about. It's all about staying multiple steps ahead of the game. That's what prepping is all about. Hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst. Better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And to be a variety of steps ahead. That way, if and when something happens, there's a better chance that maybe you won't get caught off guard. That's what prepping's all about. And guess what? Stacking is a form of prepping. It's financial prepping. Preparing yourself to help combat inflation a little bit. It's a store of value. And I know I said before, the spot price is borderline irrelevant because it's just measured in dollar bills. You go to a different country and it's measured in that currency rather than this currency. So spot price, it's kind of subjective. You go over here, it's measured this way. You go over there, it's measured another way. And I personally don't think the dollar bill is going to completely and totally collapse during my lifetime. At least that's what I've been saying for the last 3.5 years, and I'm kind of losing confidence in that right there. But let's just say, devil's advocate, let's just say the dollar bill does collapse. Whatever currency comes next, whatever replaces the US dollar, that's what spot price would be measured in. It doesn't really matter. Currency is currency. You could just swap that around. You could trade one currency for the other. Spot price will always be measured in whatever the current currency is, but it's inconsistent. It fluctuates. It's up, it's down, it's left, it's right. One thing remains constant: the precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms. My terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller and easier to manage. I'm posting exclusive VIP-only adventure vlogs. I also do giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button like a Karen hits a bus window. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. A bunch of brand new videos over there. Go check them out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 3,000 subscribers. We just hit 2,000, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products. T-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which by the way is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations. And of course the brand new DYDSS Lone Wolf t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, coffee mug, and long sleeve tee, available in 4 different colors, and a portion of the proceeds are going towards the International Wolf Center. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? When it comes to the silver, when it comes to the gold, when it comes to inflation, what are your thoughts on everything that I pointed out about how when currency gets weaker, real, true, honest money oftentimes gets stronger? And then, of course, how inflation could be right in front of you waving red flags in your face and you don't even notice? Is that something that you've been paying attention to as well? How much food you're getting for your currency? Because the price might have gone up, but maybe the price has stayed the same. If it stayed the same, are you actually getting as much as you used to get before? And then, of course, finally, when it comes to the idea that another shutdown is a possibility. Again, I don't think it's going to happen, at least not at this point. I don't believe we're going to see another shutdown over this. Give it a couple more years, and whatever comes next, I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they shut down quicker than they did last time to, hopefully stop things in their tracks. I don't want that to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's another tactic they use in the future. But hypothetically, if we were to see another shutdown here in the US, what do you think it would do to the silver and the gold? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.